First impression to the T-103. The T-103 is the newest addition to World of Tanks, and it's a tier 8 premium tank destroyer of the Russian tech line. And before we start today's video, I really do want to say a huge thanks to the German community manager called thePhilX, which provided me with a rental tank code to this tank, so we are able to actually try it out beforehand and see how it really performs. I did already 3 games live on my German channel, obviously in German, so yeah. You can't really see that when you don't understand German, but I want to do the same thing with you. We are going to play 3 games live, no strings attached, everything can go haywire, bad as hell, which it in theory will most likely because we are at a 100% win rate after 3 games so far, which is a tiny bit ridiculous. Yeah, we got really lucky in my first few games. The interesting part is we can play 3 different games today, and I want to play it once with a camo crew, once with a tech tank crew, and the last game we are going to go full try hard, like here with rations, with coded optics, etc. But we are going to dismount that right now, so you have the same viewing experience as my German people. The first thing I want to note about this vehicle, this tank has a surprisingly good DPM. With Vents and with Rammer, even without any crew, we get 2.8k DPM. That's awesome. Like, it's comparable to our little old friend, the Charioteer, which has, with a full equipped crew with Bros arms and, well, 121 percentage, has 2,800. Yes, it doesn't get close to the TS5's 3,569, yet the gun is much more reliable to use and it's not as slow as the TS5. Overall, the DPM can be pretty much compared to, I'd say, Su-130 PM gets the cake pretty darn easily for that. Maybe even Scorpion G, but the Scorpion G is slightly worse in that kind of regard. I'm going to put also the crew out as well as the yummy chocolate or shocky. And you can see we are more than 120 shots down, or 120 damage per minute down, which is quite a thing. And just so you know, yes, the T-130 has a lower alpha. It has 440 alpha versus the Scorpion G's 490 or the Su-130's 520. I personally love it because it has 440 alpha and it shoots faster than the other 2 guns. Even though it is not as accurate as this Su-130, even though it's pretty darn close, it was only 0.01 being the difference, it's not as accurate as the Scorpion G, which you can see here in the middle. But because it has a faster rate of fire, it's not big of a problem, because when a shot goes bad, you can compensate for that, which again is an amazing feeling for my personal experience. Hence why I also want to pitch to Wargaming the idea to give the Leopard 1 a lower alpha. I'm going to talk about this in a separate video, so keep that in mind. If you want to watch that, feel free to subscribe, obviously. The gun is basically a naval gun. It's the same which you would see on World of Warships Gremyashchi with a 130mm of caliber, or it is basically the same what we have on the Su-100Y, which is the B13S2, which is just another word for the same gun, basically. Yes, it is more accurate, it shoots way faster, it has more penetration, it aims faster, but it doesn't have the interesting premium rounds, which I do have to say is nice, because when you would have 258 base penetration and like 200mm gold penetration like the Su-130 in theory has, you might come into a big trouble, because you will have hard time penetrating heavy tanks like the Type 5 Heavy or the Type 4 Heavy even. Those tanks pose enough armor to even bounce your gold shells. Yet the gold shells, it's nice to have, but you lose quite a lot of penetration over distance. It's 37mm of penetration you lose up to 500 meters. And the standard shells, you only lose 8. So it's actually not even that worth to shoot on range when it goes above 500 meters or up to 500 meters, because you only gain 18 millimeters of penetration, which is a little bit sad, but keep that in mind. The HE is okay, could do more damage. You saw it probably. The SU-130, I think, deals more HE damage while still having the same caliber, and it's by quite a margin more HE damage. But then again, with that DPM, it might be pretty darn hefty of what it can push out. One final thing before we jump into the video, or into the games rather. The armor model of this vehicle is pretty interesting. I couldn't really show it off so far because I simply didn't got spotted. But that doesn't mean that the tank has good camera rating. It has absolutely not. Turret, this part 220, 230, 260, awesome sauce. And all the way around 190. Turret looks fine. This, however, 100 millimeter. Youch. Tier 6 can penetrate. 60. Ooh. Our all beloved wheelies can penetrate. Lower plate 45 millimeters. Well, it is angled, yes, but definitely not good at all. And even you can shoot underneath the turret ring, which has only, as you can see here, 40 millimeters armor, meaning 122 millimeter guns will penetrate. The side armor is actually better than the front armor, which is only 100 millimeters. The side armor is also only, in quotation marks, 100 millimeters, but should keep you safe from pesky wheeled vehicles which try to pen your side. Meanwhile, butt of the turret as well as the tank with 60 millimeters will be no problem getting penetrated. One last thing, this tank is already in the makings for a long time. If you follow Des Games, he talked about this tank back in 2017, and this was 3 days, 1 week, 3 days, 1 month, and 2 years ago. So, without further ado, let's jump into the first game. We are going to pick now our fighting. No, I think we are going to pick our sneaky crew right now. And I just have to find how I am going to get some places in my barracks, because for some reason I didn't really clean that up. I'm sorry for that. Let's just do that really quick. The SU-130 won't mind being a sleeping place for those guys. So we are dropping this camo crew and we are putting it in. And this time, this game, we are going to play how I usually would in theory, which is basically with, or what you can usually play with binos, which gives you a nice and steady 504 meters of spot range. So let's jump into the game, and while we do that, I get a little bit of a water so my throat is not so hurting. We are lucky. We are with our camo crew on the dearest map, Malinovka. Damn, I wanted that map with my, what's it called? With my EBR. So now, or in this game, you will most likely see the first few problems with this tank. It is sluggish. It is sluggish at best. It can go up to 40 kilometers, but depending where the SU-130 is going, we can even have a little drag race, which would be awesome. Now you can see turn rate is okay-ish, but look at that turn rate. Oh my god, so slow. And you can see, the SU-130 is not the fastest tank over here, and thank god he is here. But he is faster than us. So sure. Scorpion G is the fastest of the bunch. But it's not too fast. And Russia! Oh, what a pity. I tried skill for LTU's tactic, didn't work, sadly. The gun bloom is actually not too bad. Now we just got a problem as we got spotted by the enemy AMX-37, which is good played by him, however bad played by our T-71. And it could be a little bit hard for us to win this game when the enemies have a good scout. And tomorrow, apparently. Yeah, Our T-71 basically, yes, this game might be our first lose of today with the T-103, excuse me, not T-100, and it will be pretty rough. Yes, the T-103 stays there, whatever you do. We have the potato camo on it, and you can put writings here, and I actually forgot about the emblems, which I wanted to show. Oh! I hate you. 30. Yeah, we are so getting fucked because they have a good scout. Yeah, we might be dead now. That would be really unfortunate when we would get a 0 damage game out of here. Please, artillery, please don't focus us. Okay, at least the turret kind of bounces shots. Here, another big problem. Look at that backward speed. 12 max. It gets good. And yeah, here you can see we just get penetrated here, we get penetrated here without a problem. As soon as they hit though this part around here or the turret, it's a lot easier to bounce. And yeah, that's actually now really saddening to see that the enemy scouts is just having such great time. Like, our scouts sadly played incredibly bad and basically died in the beginning, while the other scout... Oh, wait, I actually have an idea where he could be. I'm not entirely sure though. Because, yes, I most likely think that he is down there. That's my biggest guess. But he could also drove up here, which would be a smart move by him. But then again, I think he is happy enough to just camp in the lower parts of the map. Damn it. Well, shell velocity of this tank will not be its strength, and aim time is not too bad, but it's also kind of lacking. Yeah, as I thought, he is still camping it, or used to be camping in the same position as the others, and we... Damn it. Can I somehow get a shot off onto him? The problem is we have to play so freaking carefully now. Yeah, he's behind cover. Blind shot. Tried. Unfortunate, and now he's running away. We are in so much trouble right now. Well, maybe 50-meter rule. Unfortunate, now we get the Russia accuracy, and... Please, we are not spotted. Oh my god, I'm so scared that we are spotted, to be honest. We are now getting super unlucky after the first 3 games, which were really darn good, to be honest. There we go, finally we hit. And again, this is what I talked about, what happens when you have a gun with higher alpha and long reload time. The DPMs are more or less comparable. Yes, obviously the DPM is better of the of the T-103. But I think you could pretty clearly see that because we have a faster reload time and lower damage per shot, well, it doesn't matter too much when we fuck up our shots. Still, this game is pretty darn bad. I have to admit totally. But we can't change it. There are no strings attached to it. I can't just say, oh no, I'm only going to show you good games. Also, bad games can happen, my dudes. And you saw the Russian accuracy right there. Really, well, decently played by the AMX 3075. I don't want to say good because it's no... Well, it does not need skill to just stay in a bush. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm doing the same thing, so... I'm more than happy, though, to end his life and maybe even fuck up a mission for him. Not entirely sure, though. The problem is now hiding this huge chunk of metal might be pretty darn hard for us. And 885 damage is way too little. Now is the question. Yeah, we got spotted, obviously. Yeah, there's nothing else we could do in this game. It's a little bit of a pity that it was such a bad game. And we'll see how the next game goes, obviously, after those 3 people finished off. Well, again, I think in this game you could clearly see the accuracy is workable, but is not the best. And with a lot of bushes, our camo rating is not too bad. But then again, in a bush, a Type 5 Heavy can camp and only get spotted at 200, 45 meters and outspotting an EBR on open field. More to that when you can watch my April Fool's video where I just did some calculations because I hate this day, to be honest. Now, the next game we are going to play without the camo crew because it makes really small difference, and gosh darn it, my throat is so annoying that it has to be so... It has to be so itchy. So. 1000 damage again. It was a pretty bad show of us. He just camped in a bush basically all the game long. Luckily though, we were able to finish off his life right there. One final thing we can once again look at is using the battle hits mod to show you roughly where the enemies hit. Yeah, again, when they hit over here, this lower turret ring, it's an easy pen. RT did some damage as well. Side of the turret can maybe bounce something. This one only 100 millimeters, so no bounce required. Upper front plate is weak as hell, and well, back there as well. But when it comes to the turret front, without hitting the cupolas, it's actually pretty strong and can bounce some shots. So now again, I also want to point out we have 12.43% camouflage rating, which is okay, but yeah, it's, to be honest, it's nothing compared to something like here, 36%, or here, 30%, or here with a trash crew, 25%, and this can go all the way up to 40% when we look at it more closely. I'm now taking the Object 268 version 4 screw, which is more focused on spot range and repairs and snapshotting on the move. So yeah, now we have 8.45 camouflage rating. So what does this mean? I have here my little handy dandy Excel sheet which I used for the EBR when it gets spotted, but the calculations are the same. We have camo 1, which is with a full camo crew, and camo 2, which is without a camo crew. And this is spotted when we are in the open field versus when we are not on the open field. And now we can do some little magic right here. J7, oops. J7 minus H7, and we can see this is the difference between all those view ranges, and it goes up to 21, but damn, like the difference is marginal at the end. You have to invest a whole bunch of skills, like all the crew members have to have those skills to gain 60 meters of less being spotted. 60 meters in World of Tanks are actually a lot, but it's not too much, to be honest. So I think it is better suited for the crew of the Object 268 version 4, because there we can actually focus on view range skills, on gun handling enhancement skills, which here we only have at 73%, and obviously 100% is better than 73%. And let's just dive into the next game. I hope you could see that, obviously. Yeah, okay, it works. Lucky us though, now we are in a top tier game where everybody's top tier. Hooray! Good for the new matchmaking. I actually think it is pretty cool to see how the new matchmaking evolved, and that's a really good thumbs up. Sadly though, tier 10s only are way more now, which is a little bit sad because, yeah, I like tier 9, tier 10 games more than solo tier 10 games. 9.25 seconds is a pretty darn good reload rate. I'm now thinking, should I go left or should I go right? I think right is not the best idea to do because look at how many TDs they have. So I try to do something cheeky-bricky, if damkie, ruski, blyat, and go left and see what we can do. While we drive over there, just to point out, oh, yeah, didn't work, obviously, because I'm stupid sometimes. This, again, I'm very stupid. 2 monitors are a little bit of annoyance. This is the IS-4. We can give it Brothers in Arms. We can give it Wentz and a tank gun rammer. And we get 9.91 seconds reload time, while this tank has 9.25. So yes, we have a better DPM than the... Oh, damn, we shot over him. Unfortunate. Let's hope we don't get spotted when we drive into here. Oh, that's so annoying. You can see this scrub over here. This might really, really fuck us over with being able to spot him. I think he's still there. Oh my god. We are so freaking unlucky today. Where meanwhile we were very lucky when it came to shooting in the German video, now we are paying for it. Like this shot over here was really, well, unlucky for us. But luckily enough, we bounced the Scorpion G. And we sadly can't get any revenge. But I can try to use my super duper ultra chicky bricky hacks. No, I think he was over there. Ah, no, never mind. Let's hope I got not spotted. Let's do one right here. Okay. Well, that was just a miss. We have to do this again. And I think this one was just perfectly to show how slow the shell velocity is. And because once again we did our dumb snap blind shots, we missed our opportunity to hit the pesky little bat shot, which I think I hit blind twice. Yep, we are paying so hard right now for having the good games in the German video. God damn it, I'm so sad. Sorry, guys. But yeah, you can't win them all. Oh my god, I fucked up again. But now you can see once more how slow the tank drives backwards. Thanks. Good job, 110. Very good. Even though your position is a little bit weird. That was really helpful that this guy is now gone, because we can still in theory give some support. Oh, check tag radiate. No, we can't hit him. Now I'm a little bit in a pickle. I don't know where to go. I think I have to go back to base and try to somehow stop the relentless push of the enemy. I didn't really talk too much about penetration rate. 258 is great. The sad part is shell velocity is pretty slow. Oh no, how did we got spotted? Yeah, we might be dead here. That is so unfortunate today. Well, again, it was great in the German video, but now it's just like we are getting fucked up left and right. I don't want to be butt raped raptor, dudes. Give me some slack, please. Please. I'm sorry that it's really annoying, but then again, this is how it is. I can't play 100% well, hence why I fucking hate trying to get the third gun mark. Or actually don't on the EBR 105, which is like my kryptonite. One thing I think I didn't touch on yet is the 8 degrees of gun depression. It has it not everywhere. Here you can see it kind of box up because of that little notch over there. But otherwise it has it almost all around. Has 8 degrees gun depression, which is a nice feature and totally something you can look forward to. 10 degrees would have been awesome, but you can't have it all. So let's have some revenge, shall we? High roll, please! Damn it. I tried so hard. Oh, wow. You lucky son of a reed. Nice. There we go. Turret saved us. Hell yeah. Like, this is actually something you couldn't do with a Scorpion G, but then again, I do prefer the speed, or rather the versatility the Scorpion G provides. And you could see 12 kilometers per hour backward speed feels so bad. And hello RT, of course you want to kill me. I know you love me. I don't love you though. I don't love you though. That's a little bit of a problem. Like, our relationship won't work out, okay? Please leave me alone. Thank you very much. Let's hope the Udes is going to spot the FCM50T sniper schnitzel. Mr. Konrad. The Canaran so far shouldn't be too big of a problem. Yeah, a little bit unlucky there. But I think he's behind the rock anyway. Yeah, he was behind the rock anyway. Huh. Interesting. Like, if we... if the FCM 50T will die, we have a much greater chance of success and maybe even do some more damage. The good part about this gun, again, is it has 440 alpha. So if you trade and don't play stupid like I did, you can with ease pump out your damage. Come on. Nice. We got a kill. Sweet. Sweet baby Jesus. Now let's see what we can do else. We know where the WZ is. We know where the checked tiger should in theory be. And now we see the FCM. Come on, why is there a stone in between? Yeah, now he got killed by artillery. I should have tried the snapshot. Bad play by me. Once again, I'm like seriously sad that those games are so bad to show. But then again, I don't want to show you how it... I don't want to show you like, oh, the most awesome epic game ever, because like what's the point? You want to see an unbiased opinion. And there you have it. It can be shit sometimes. Life is cruel. If life gives you lemon, make freaking lemonade. Oh, please, please, please. Oh no, he's behind the rock. Come on, why you have to hide behind the rock? Oh yeah, drive forward. Awesome. Yeah, boy. Nice. We even got spot damage. Ooh, that's good for gun mark. But we might be dead because of artillery. Ah, never mind. He went for the TS5. We got lucky. Well, as you can see right now, yeah, mobility in the swamp is not good either. But we got now with only 90 HP left, we actually have Adrenaline Rush, which pumps down our DPM to 8.4 seconds, which is pretty darn nifty if you ask me. And yeah, I guess what else do I have to say? Last game we are going to play is plain simply going to be about playing at its full potential. We're going to drop the Beanos and we are going to go for rations. But then again, a premium tank should in the first place be there to grind credits. That's about it. It shouldn't be there for just, well, yeah, it shouldn't be there to just play. Well, play well, yes, obviously you want to play well. It also is there to grind some credits, obviously. But I do think that if you buy a premium tank, you don't really want to play it with rations when you are a casual player. But again, we are going to try it out right now because this is, I think, how I will play it. But interesting enough, with such a good view range crew, as you can see, we have 2 view range skills, basically almost at 100. We got 458 meters of view range, which is pretty awesome. If you now take our Sniper Schnitzel commander, and plop him right here with only 1 view range skill, we get 444 meters of view range. Base, we have 380, which is not bad, but again, it could be better, especially with a tank which is yay big. No, right now we are going to play to its full potential, in my personal opinion. We are going to take rations, we are going to take, obviously, optics, and we have almost 480 meters of view range. That's pretty darn good. Then again, I don't think that camo is all that good in this tank or all that important. Like on something like an EBR, camo is exponentially important to play well and get well around. Where meanwhile, again with this tank, you only really get 60 meters of immunity in quotation marks. So I rather take my 470 meters of view range and probably outspot an enemy. what 480 we said would mean in theory we would spot an enemy at 425 meters, and yeah. So let's play in hypothetical games while we drive into position. If in theory the enemy has well, we have 480 meters of view range and he has a camo crew, he gets spotted at, oh wait, am I right? Yeah, at 425 meters. And if he has like something, I don't know, 470, 460, I don't know, something around here, he would spot us around here. So I drove way too far because I was busy explaining. Damn it. No. Oh my god, I really miscalculated his speed. Oh, this was so bad. Yeah, hello, our team. Okay, sorry guys, I play super darn bad at the moment. It's actually really frustrating for you to watch, I think. Aim time. Well, the aim time is not too bad, as is the... should I say... Not the shell the accuracy on the move, but the shell velocity is really hard. It needs a lot of consideration how you want to play it. Russia! Nice. 394 damage. I'll take that because it's some damage. Nice. Russia! Oh, I tried. It doesn't work twice, sadly. It doesn't work twice. Yeah, we might have a little bit of a problem. I do think, though, the Batchat might be a little bit greedy. So he, in potential, yeah, is going to show himself again. Come on. Bada bam! Bye bye! That's what you get for spotting me. Death! So now we have another problem. They should come back. Because there's no point in getting farmed by those when we can't really support you guys. And again, you saw the whole armor. It's bad. It's not only bad, it's atrocious to be exact. You have to stay back. Nice. The cool thing about such a huge caliber is also you can overmatch different things, which can help you a lot. Oh, and 482 shots are nice. Definitely. If I now see a defender, I do have to think that this tank, the T-103, feels like a defender with a better gun, but more skill involved to play it. Because again, you are huge, you have no hull armor, basically, and you gotta know what you're doing, otherwise you will succumb to enemy fire fast. You saw it in the previous two games, basically. Now I'm playing very, very careful, and I want to let them come around. Which our KV5 doesn't want to, apparently. Ah. Yeah, now I think we have to move a little bit, otherwise we won't get any damage. Again, you can see, look how slow the turret turns. It's really blah. And when you're used to the SU-100 mobility, yes, you will basically have the same thing with this tank. The good thing right now, I would say, is that many people do not know where to aim at it, and yeah. So let's see what we can do, but then again, look how huge this tank is. Okay, never mind, I was mistaken. He precisely hit the cupola without any problems. Where meanwhile we had to aim way too fucking long. This defender gun is at a really awkward position. he had to kill our commander, obviously. Nice, we got him. What did he kill? Oh, okay. Yeah, as already pointed out, if you can hide your turret, or your hull, rather, excuse me, not turret, you are pretty decent. You still have this huge weak spot, which, well, at least it's a weak spot there. Like, at least there is something people can shoot against to actually pen this tank. So I'm actually happy about it. Doesn't make this tank brain dead or something. I do think the tank would feel much more convenient if this cupola wouldn't be there. But then again, it does not have to be always a freaking overpowered tank. Like, yeah. Ah, no! You're gonna detract him. Nay. Bam. Again, like, the cool thing about this huge caliber gun is, well, if you do one shot of damage, it can make or break your game, basically. No. Oh. Come on, kill him! He's detracked. Give me spot damage. Ah, he repaired by now. 100% he repaired by now. Yeah, but I think we won't be fast enough to get the artillery piece, the little old clicker piggy. Oink oink, where are you? Maybe. Oh. No, I want those. Ah, I should have screamed the Russia like the T-25 pilot did, because he hit his shot, I didn't. So now we have 3 games, 2 of which were pretty darn bad, but this, however, was, I'd say, pretty reasonable. Again, the video is kind of long. I'm sorry for that if this is inconvenient to... Oh my fucking god, please don't tell me... Oh no, never mind. I just had a scare that our audition crashed. But yeah, this is the last game. And we've earned 76,000, had 15,000 bills to pay with shells. The shells are... Well, with 910, are they actually, for what they provide, pretty cheap. 910 versus the 1,200 of the SU-130, which again is a little bit more. Scorp G has 1,070. What does the good old Streitwagen has? 1,100. This bad boy over here, 1,000. Like, for what did the shells provide? The shell price is pretty decent. So, conclusion after now 6 games. Well, the tank feels decent. It feels not overpowered. I do think, though, without the cupola, the tank would be way more convenient and would still be not easy to play. Yet, it still provides a weak spot for lower-tiered opponents to hit and penetrate when this tank plays hull down. Which he can. Hull is absolute straight-up garbage. The gun, however, is a pretty good platform. Yes, shell velocity is a huge minus and makes it harder to hit, especially wheelie boys on range. The aim time with 2 seconds is not too bad, but then again, it could be slightly better. And, well, in theory, we could switch out the improved vents for enhanced gun lane drive, but we lose 5% on aim time to get 10, I think. Yeah, it's not really... Yeah. It's not really that good of a deal. It is interesting, though. This tank definitely feels a little bit... different than it definitely feels different than SU-140. The SU-140 is the best made sniper out there. Like, it's such a great sniper. It has great camouflage. Wait, when we I drop this crew and put in best crew. Let's see what he's doing. Hopefully he gives us the camouflage crew. It has like 40% camouflage, which is obviously not what is happening. Why? God damn it, this is really annoying. Now we have to do it all by hand, very, very slowly. Again, SU-130 PM is the sniping camping god because of this amazing camouflage and still decent mobility. Meanwhile, the Scorpion G is a medium hybrid. Like it's basically what you want to have when you play something like Leopard 1. You want to be mobile enough, want to have a precise gun, which maybe even pound some damage. Even though I do think the Leopard 1 changes are not what you want to have. So there we go, 40.99% camo. This tank without camo, 8.45. Even the issue has with a camo rating 30.16, and it's not even a full camo crew. Go figure. But you can't really play the T-103 too aggressive because of the huge and big weak spots on the upper front plate and in general anything which is not the turret. So I think it's a hard tank to play. When you already have the SU-130 PM, you don't need it. 100% you don't need it. The SU-130 PM is, in my opinion, noob friendlier because you can just camp, and it provides the same benefits as you would get with the T-103. If you don't have the SU-130 PM, this tank could in theory be a legit contester because it has the same crew layout as both tier 10 tanks. The turret is great, and if you play well, you can use that to your advantage. If you don't like camping all too much, well, it is a better option towards SU-130 PM. And when we have now those three more or less turreted TDs, premium TDs, Su-30, Scorpion G, and this guy over here, the T-103. The Scorpion G is like the paper medium, the glass cannon. The Su-130 is like the laid-back sniper, where the T-103 is this ugly mixture which suddenly got turret armor. It can help you, it can save your game, it can be very effective depending how you play it, but overall it is the hardest tank to play from all those, in my personal opinion. Yes, you can snipe, but then again, your camouflage is absolutely atrocious. Even the Scorpion G, again, we looked at it already when we have a full camo crew. We have we had 12%, 12.45%. The Scorpion G with a full camo crew gets to 21%. Yes, but it has not as much, what's it called? Armor, but it's also much faster, and it has 20 kilometers per hour backward speed. Like this is also a huge minus, 12 kilometers per hour backwards, and the really slow turret traverse. Oh, anyway, this is enough. I said enough. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this vehicle. Thank you so much for your attention, and I'll talk to you all later. And don't forget to subscribe for more views, videos, whatever. And feel free to check out myself on RagingRaptor _WOT on Twitch. Bye bye.